Alrighty, he says we're live, and as per usual, we'll wait about to the 3-minute mark or so for people to get over from the Ramsey Show YouTube stream chat. May not be that many people there today. Have a Diet Coke. May not be that many people. There wasn't that many people in the chat today, taking the day off because it's Memorial Day after all, but no day off for me. I didn't set this space up that well. It's Millennium Falcon. Alarm clock my daughter Bella gave to me, and she'll be mentioned later in the show. Let me test to make sure the chat's working. I don't have to pop it out. It is working. It may be a short one today. I do have some things to talk about, so I'll talk for a little while, including about stuff that was on today's episode, which was a replay, though, because of Memorial Day. Hey, there's Flash. She will be listening. Gotta make dinner, but have a great night, and I'll listen to the wonderful show you have prepared. Thank you, Flash. Appreciate your support. Thank you so much. No problem with that. I mean, people have a lot. It's not a good time anyway. 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time now. But it's not a great time because people have families and they have dinner to make and stuff to do. I get it, but fortunately, people watch afterwards, and so it's for posterity on the YouTubes. I think I'm going to shave after the show, between the show and what I have coming up later. It's 2 minutes, 30 seconds in. We'll go ahead and start, and then we can. I changed up the angle so that there would be a wall closer, because when I had it pointing out back that way, it was going out towards the room, and it was like maybe too big, and it looked like it was trying to focus on something that was actually like on top of that bookcase that you can see the end of right there. And it looked like it was going in and out like that, trying to focus on that in addition to me. So I just made it easier. But anyway, okay, now it's 3 minutes, definitely. So let's start. Live from Columbus, OH. This is where, if there was anybody in the chat, they might go IO. It's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show, where we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it, and all things financial. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money, and joining me today, not joining me today, is, what up, Judy? Judy gave me the IO. Thank you, Judy. Not joining me today is Sydney. I believe she's taking a much-earned day off. Appreciate all her efforts. You can schedule a free coaching consultation assessment by emailing your contact info to CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. You can also reach me on Instagram, Abby on the Grump, and Twitter at Coach Steve Money, no spaces in between Coach and Steve and Money. If you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, you can use the website address paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. Or you can just log into your PayPal and hit send money, and then put in my email address, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. All righty. Today's Ramsey Show hosts were Ken Coleman and John Delony on a replay that originally aired April 9th. The last day for the $10 book sale is tonight. So that's it for the $10 book sale. Regular prices back tomorrow. And I can totally recommend The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey and Debt Free Degree by Anthony O'Neill. The first one tells you how to get control of your total money situation. And Debt Free Degree tells you how you or your kid can go to college and not take out any student loans. And they graduate debt free, which immediately gives you all that great income because your income is your greatest wealth building tool. And in this replay, Dr. John Delony said something I missed the first time it aired on April 9th. And I think the first segment, I think he said to a caller, demand evidence from your fears. The caller was, now I'm mixing up the callers. I think the caller was, I don't know, was hesitant about something. I can't remember what it is. Sorry. Didn't write enough notes for it. But anyway, John's example for the demand evidence from your fears is like, you question yourself, am I seriously too overweight for someone to love me? No, obviously not. Am I seriously the worst mom in America? No, you're not. So that's what it was, I think. I think the mom was kind of upset because she hadn't done enough for her kid for college money so far. So I think that's what it was. I think she was comparing and contrasting college help. I should just straighten my shirt before I start. What up, Maddie Baggs, the Blackstone Rookie? Maddie is starting a YouTube channel of the Blackstone called the Blackstone Rookie, and he will be cooking on his Blackstone, which is like a grill/griddle. And I assume he'll be doing lots of that and making lots of yummy stuff on there. And I think I finished my point on that other one. I still don't have my piece of paper. I'm always saying I'm going to get a piece of paper so I can write down stuff so I can go back to it after I get distracted by something, or to finish what I'm saying and then, and write down what I want to go to next, what I just did when I saw Maddie come in the chat there. Appreciate you coming in there, Maddie Bags. Market report. Nothing there. It's closed for the Memorial Day holiday, but I do have something there. The S&P didn't lose today. That's right. It didn't. I think it's actually up for the last week. I don't think it was down like total this week. But yeah, it didn't. Nothing lost today. Nothing lost today. Nothing gained today. There's always tomorrow for movement, so we'll see how that goes. So I do have some market-related news later. Tina Chair is here. I assume it's like that, like chair, but you're just from the South. Is that what it is? Like a chair you sit in, but you just stretch it out a little bit. Chair. She is the Queen of Sheba because one time in the same week, she bought a hammock and remote control blinds for her window in the same week. Oh, it's like Cher? Oh, okay. Woo. Woo. That's my bad Cher imitation. I found someone. Okay, bad Cher imitation. Oh, maybe this will be worth it. If I could turn back time. Okay, that's all I got there. Medibag says she probably likes playing musical chairs, but okay. Tina Cher. Okay, all right, I got you now, Tina. And I won't have any problem with that, unlike our friend from where is it? Norway. So let's see, what do we got next? Looking for questions for Kelly to ask. Dave will not be there when she is there for her debt-free scream really soon. I would assume within the next few weeks it is. So if you have any questions and you're not watching live right now and can't type them in, you can send it to that same email address, coachstevemoney@gmail.com, and I will send it to her. Like I said, Dave won't be there, but I mean, she could ask other people if it's like a generic question about Dave, but if it's anything else you want to know about anything else that goes in that building, I assume she'll be talking to the mod for a bit. I certainly would. I would probably be tempted to try to stay the whole day with the mod in his area, probably. Kelly isn't in the chat, but that's a question for Tina. For Kelly. Also, we're going to try to, the day that she is there, going to try to get her on right after the show is over on here on the Aftershow. Going to try to get her to call in. And whether that's just voice or video, I do not know yet, but going to try to make that happen. If not, we will get her to call in. What up, Clay Jones, huh? Yeah, Clay Jones. We will get her to call in once she gets back home and talk about her trip there to the Ramsey Solutions in the Franklin, Tennessee. So if you have any questions for her, like I said, and are not watching now, send it to my email, coachstevemoney@gmail.com, and I will forward that to Kelly. Or if any of you are Ramsey chat regulars, you can just ask her yourself when she's in the chat and have her ask the people. One thing she is going to do is follow up about the SmartVestor Pros that will not work with people before they have a lot of money. Like, you're all excited. This is what has happened a couple times. I've already talked about it a couple times, but it's a big issue because they're supposed to have the heart of a teacher, and they're supposed to help people supposedly. And so you get your 3-month emergency fund, which is baby step 3, and then you're ready for baby step 4, which is investing, and you have, say, what, $100. Even if it's more, even if it's $500 or $1,000 to start investing with. And then you're ready to go. And the SmartVestor says, well, no, you got to have X number of $20,000, $50,000 or something like that before we'll work with you. And so I would like to know what the SmartVestor people suggest you do in that case. There have been people that came in the Ramsey chat that did say that their SmartVestor Pro work with them from $1 investing, and that's great, and that's what they're supposed to do, I believe. So she is going to ask about that. Clay just said he just threw Nashville today. Next gaming stream with Bella, I'm going to talk about it. It's tonight at 9:00. We're doing a bunch this weekend. This will be 3 days in a row because I got to get some wardrobe tape and tape my shirt in the correct spot. 3 day we did have done. This will be the 3rd day in a row, and that's just because of our schedules on Memorial Day weekend. I was off from my computer repair job today, so I had time to get a nap. Yeah. So I will talk about that, but yeah, that's scheduled for 9:00 tonight. Tina, thank you so much, and thank you for showing up last night. It was great. A bunch of Ramsey peeps were showing up there. Oh yeah, that's the very next segment. Father-daughter video gaming number 5, playing It Takes Two tonight. So from what I've seen on the internet, it takes 10 hours absolute minimum. That's just like if you go through the game and know how to do every puzzle and figure them out quickly. And so we've maybe done 5 or 6 hours so far of the content. So we still have some ways to go in the game. It's a lot longer than I thought, which is great because it's an excellent game. I like it very much. And if you don't understand what's going on there, if you watch the Father-daughter video gaming number 1 episode on YouTube, at the beginning of it, there is a cutscene that explains basically what's going on. So yeah, so we're doing that tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, and we probably will only do one more during the week this week, and then one or two more on the weekend. Probably. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I will let everybody know. I promise. Let me catch up on the chat here. Matty Bag says, funny story, Steve. Another chat I was in today regarding Blackstone cooking. There was a bill in the chat. Can't escape. Right. That happens, Matty Bags. Trolls are going to happen. It's the business we've chosen, Maddie. Now that you have a YouTube channel, you've chosen it too. What up, Margaret? How's life and stuff? Maddie has said he is going to be cooking some meat, that's very vague, meat and hash browns tonight. Let's see what else I have. Also said it's 10 hours. So yeah, so we got some more video gaming to do, in which I'm loving it. We are having a blast. She's enjoying it a lot more than she thought she would, and so am I. So, and of course the time, we talk about just other stuff too during it instead of just ragging. We're actually pretty great together on that game, because it does take two to do that, and especially takes two because there's like some things where she'll look at what's going on and she's able to come up with an idea that solves the puzzle, and in other cases I do it, and sometimes we like figure it out at the same time. So it's been a blast. Would definitely recommend playing that if you play video games. Let's see. I took my son to see A Quiet Place Part 2 this past Saturday. Unfortunately, there were just two other people in the theater, but it's such a great theater movie. I'm glad we went, even though rather than wait for it to just be available on streaming. Because when I saw the first one streaming, I was like, oh man, this would have been awesome in a theater. So shout out to John Krasinski. You know him as Jim from The Office. Turns out he's a great director. But it was really good. The cast, no spoilers, of course, but the cast, they're all wonderfully talented actors. And if Millicent Simmons, who plays the deaf daughter, if she's not famous already, she will be after people see this movie. So she's really, really, really good. Clay asked if I game a lot. I guess I do it more now since we're streaming and since we're playing that game. But yeah, I do a lot of Madden, and in the past I've spent wasted so many hours on World of Warcraft and Rift, which is another game like World of Warcraft, but it was free to play, but they stopped updating Rift. And so that allowed me to break away from it because I got bored with just doing the other stuff. Margaret said she checked out the Ramsey chat just briefly today. What Dr. D said about fear. He said, let's see, let me scroll back. I got it in my notes. He said, demand evidence from your fears. So basically, you have to prove to yourself that it's an actual fear. Like the lady in the call had said, was doubting that she was a good mom because she was considering paying off her house and putting more towards that than her daughter's, focusing on that instead of her daughter's college expenses. And so, yeah, so she was saying, she wasn't a good mom. And so then, if you're worried about that, then you ask yourself, well, let's see, and how he put it was, you ask yourself, am I seriously the worst mom in America? Because I think that's what the caller said. Am I seriously the worst mom in America because I want to pay my house off? Because see, you pay your house off, then you have that house payment money to do more stuff for your kid and everybody else in the world, including yourself. Matty Bags got meat at the local convenience store, really good price and quality. Yeah, I'm upset by you just saying vague meat. I got Pizza Princess in my life, and she is never detailed about anything. Everything she says is vague. Tina Share asked, did they now post the video early like they normally do? Thought chat was live when the video posted. Do you mean the like it is early, like in the morning, Tina? Because they posted it about I think a half an hour before the show started, so like 3:30 Eastern time is when they had the chat space up, and it could have been automated starting like that as well. Okay, Matty Bag says pork chops and hamburger. So, I see. So you have to say meat because it's two different kinds. I understand, Matty. You weren't trying to purposely be vague. I appreciate that. All right, and so yeah, Tina, I had since it wasn't posted, I started to stream this morning, but nobody had shown up in the first hour between 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. Eastern time. So I just figured everybody was busy and stuff. So I just turned it off, and I just did a long winter's nap. It was great. Enjoyed it muchly. Yeah, let's see what else we got. Only a couple more things. Probably a short show today, unless the chat goes crazy with stuff to talk about. Bitcoin has the biggest month drop on their records. So it'll be interesting to see where it goes from here. As far as whether, since it, you know what a drop means in the market. Drop means it's on sale, so maybe people will think it's on sale and buy it and get it back up there, or maybe it'll continue to go down. And this is the volatility that Dave is referring to when he is not on board with cryptocurrency. So, and Elon Musk did a turnaround and said that Tesla is not accepting crypto for payment anymore for his vehicles. And the company itself, Tesla, has sold a bunch of their Bitcoin. They still have some, but they sold the majority of their holdings of it. So, and of course, China said, nope. Not gonna do it. That's bad imitation of Dana Carvey imitating George Bush Sr. or the whatever he was. George, not Walker. 45. POTUS 45, not 47. Let's see. Tina said, hubby got her a new garage door opener again. It has an app where she can close it from her phone. She's not the Queen of Sheba for nothing, folks. Not at all. That's right. Thank you, Margaret. George Herbert Walker Bush is president number 45, and president number 47 is just George Walker Bush, and the Walker. That's why they call it, nicknamed him W, because of that. And then the people that were leaving the office there before he came in, they ripped off the W's off of all the keyboards. And then HP or Dell, I think HP. I want to give the proper credit. HP sent all new keyboards for them after people did that worked there. Let's see. Cough break. Sorry about that. I need a dump button. No, I could have. Stupid me. I could have just hit the mute on the thing right here. I apologize. Still learning. It's episode 32 of this, but still learning how to do this stuff. And I still have to learn. I didn't get your stir fry on here again today, Maddie. I have to figure out how to do that where it can go to a picture and show up, and not just with me printing it out and holding it. So I'm still working on that. And yours will be the first ever photo or graphic that's on here, Maddie. Promise. And I will mention your channel as well, because that same stir fry was made on that Blackstone, was it not? Let's see what else we got. The government department on such things. I don't know exactly what department it was. It had it in the article, but I didn't write it down because who cares? Says that the U.S. economy is poised to grow at the fastest rate since 1984 due to vaccinations, reopenings, and government stimulus. But the inverse of that, from another article, or not invoice, but definitely connected and turning it around a little bit, is restaurants nationwide are raising prices due to their own rising costs and the shortage of labor. People need to go back and get those jobs. Need to get off the government dole there. Making more money sitting at home still, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, that's all I got. So the rest of the show will be chat, driven. And so if you guys have any questions or any comments, now's the time. I will reiterate that you can schedule a free coaching consultation assessment by emailing your contact info to coachstevemoney@gmail.com. And I can do that a lot better, I assure you, than be a YouTube host, a YouTube creator. Instagram and Twitter are Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And if you want to donate, paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. Or just log into PayPal and hit send money and then put in my email address, coachstevemoney@gmail.com in there. Sydney would be happy because I moved my computer from right about there, just there it was. And so the mic is right here. So the mic would pick up the computer fans. And so I put the computer under the desk. And so we don't have that interference anymore. So I'll have to tell her about that when I talk to her next. Let's see. Also, the father-daughter video gaming series continues tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And we will be continuing to play It Takes Two. And we're currently looking at other games to start next once this one is done. All right, that's all I got. So if there's nothing else from the chat, what time is it? 28:21. I'll hang out for at least till 30-minute mark. Let's see if I can think of something to talk about. Back to work tomorrow for me, both jobs. It's the last week of a special promotion at my second job, where if the part-timers work 25 hours in each week for, I think it was about for 5 or 6 weeks, they get a $250 store credit in the form of a credit check, not an all-in credit card, no debt involved there. But for a clue as to where I work, right there. And so it's the last week, so I'm probably going to work there every day this week. And then next week, I may take my scheduled 2 days off, actually, instead of working there a lot. Let's see. Why did that slide over? Judy says, have you heard anything about First Command financial planning for military people? I have not heard anything about that. So I can't comment on that. I will look that up. I'll see what I can find out about that. Let me write it down so I don't forget. And to write down, you need pens. I have one right here. This is riveting content right here while I write this down. First command. What is it? Financial planning. All right. Yeah, I will look up, see what I can find out about that. Because obviously, like anybody else, the military could use it. Hey Marie, what's up? Thanks for coming by. It's probably going to be a short one today, unless you have a bunch of questions or comments for me to follow up on. I'm already done with all of my prepared stuff. It was a replay on the Ramsey Show today, so those fine people that work there, most of them got to take off today, and that's good. So, okay, yeah, we're at 31-minute mark now, so we'll probably ending, jumped in here, hoping you can catch. I appreciate you doing that. I don't know what the heck happened. Oh, weird. All right, okay, I couldn't see the end of the chat for some reason until I know what happened. Okay. I have my show notes on another monitor right there. Talking about Queen of Sheba stuff, 2 monitors. This was didn't buy it. My father-in-law gave it to me because he didn't need it anymore because he was going to use a laptop. So he did not need that anymore. So it was given. So, but I have my other monitor right there, and it's got the show notes on it, and I must have touched it. Oh, when I scrolled up I must have moved it, and then that put a little bar over some of the things. See, I'm a computer repair person, so I know about computers. So I was able to figure that out after a few minutes. Yeah, I appreciate it, Marie. If you want more, Steve, and to also see my daughter, if you're available at 9 p.m. tonight, we're continuing to play the video game It Takes Two, which is a fun co-op video game. Obviously, open the Diet Coke right next to the mic so it picks up all the noise. So amateurish. All right, I'll figure it out one day. But yeah, Judy, that's a good tip. I'll certainly look into that. I mean, because you would hate to be like one of the. I mean, some of the programs that they start, they may have noble intentions, but they don't go so well. But hopefully that one is, and definitely in local government. I don't know about on the federal level, but in some local governments, they do have Ramsey's. What is it's the business version of FPU. I can't remember the name of it now. It's something that has an AR in it, because I always say the name like from Boston, I go instead of R. I can't remember the name of it. Smart Dollar. Yeah, I think it's Smart Dollar. I think, and I go Smart Dollar. Yeah, I think it's Smart Dollar. Anyway, it's the equivalent of FPU for the workplace. And our friend from the chat, Rwingo7, who just subscribed to me, but I haven't heard anything from her otherwise. But she did subscribe, I saw, so that's good. So shout out to her. And she said their department for the city of Columbus were able to take that. So, and I think she already was doing Ramsey before that, but that was good that her workmates could do that as well. All right. Anybody else got any thoughts? Or that's how these end. I just say that for an hour, and sometimes people come up with thoughts. Actually, if nobody comes up with anything for about 10 minutes, then I go ahead and end it mercifully. 2 different words, 2 different meanings. Mercifully. And it doesn't look like we have anything, so I guess I will sign off one more time. You can schedule free coaching consultation assessment. And what that is, if you don't know what that is, that's where we talk about your current money situation, if there's debt, your payments, and your assets as well. We look at the good stuff, of course, too. And then consider your goals, and then and then we figure out what you got to do to reach those goals. So, and of course, you will never guess this, but of course, the way to reaching most of those goals would be a little thing we call the baby steps. And so, it pretty much, it's kind of simplifies it, but everything kind of goes back to that, to where you clear out you stop using debt, you clear out your debt so that you have the money you're sending in payments to other people. You have that money available to pay yourself, basically, for anything you want to do with that money, for retirement, for buying a home, for helping your kids with college. For it enables you to stack up an emergency fund. Like where the average person would have an emergency and go, oh, well, we'll just put it on a credit card. And then you could just use your own money to do that. And then guess what? You don't have to pay yourself back, but you get your emergency fund back up to the level it's supposed to be at. But and then once that's all over, as I say, the final paying off would be the house. And if you don't have any house payments and you don't have any other debt at all, then you have plenty of money to do tons of giving, which that would just be crazy. Good night, Margaret. Thanks for coming by. That's a good cue for me to wrap it up. I'm kind of rambling anyway. I appreciate it. Hopefully a new show tomorrow, but you never know. I mean, they've taken off full weeks before, and Memorial Week is probably as good as any, and it's been a while since they've taken off a whole week. I want to say, was it Christmas? I think so. It's possible that it will be more replays, but I do not know. Mod has not shared that information with me, so, or anybody else. So Marie says, hopefully you all had a great weekend. Happy to see y'all. I ditto that, but I will give her full credit. She said it first. So she gets more heaven points for that than me. I probably get some taken away because I'm trying to glob on to her comment. So yeah. Alrighty. So I will definitely be back tomorrow. This show starts at 6 p.m. about Eastern time, and I say abouts because sometimes the Ramsey Show video runs a little bit over. It just depends on how I guess when the mod starts it. Jones says Steve. He always comes in at the end. All of a sudden, while I'm trying to wrap up, I knew I should have wrapped up 3 minutes ago. Oh well. Did you have a quick question, Bill? Quick question or comment you would like me to answer or comment back to you on? Bill is, I guess, a regular supporter, I guess you could call him. He's admitted troll, admitted liar, etc. But supposedly he's telling the truth now. And anyway, and so we let him come in here and chat with us until he starts getting manic or otherwise trolly. So, oh, you got nothing? All right. Well, yeah, I was wrapping up there, Bill, because it was a replay today of the Ramsey Show and the markets were closed, so not much was going on. So, but we still went 40 minutes. So, no days off for this show for a while. I'm going to do it every single weekday for the foreseeable future. Alrighty. Well, I will see some of you people in the Ramsey chat tomorrow. And if for some reason it is going to be a replay and the mod does not post the video space up on YouTube for us to chat on, I'll have a stream going so we can chat on my stream. So at this channel, just go to YouTube. If you have me subscribed, you should already have me up there, and it should automatically pop up if I'm live. But if not, you can just search for Coach Steve Money on the separate. It'll probably come up even if you put it all together, like on Twitter or the Gram. But if you separate it, Coach Steve Money, you search for that, it'll come up. And then if you go to my channel page and I'm live, that should be right there for you to click on. And so we can chat there until the mod posts the show over at the Ramsey Show YouTube channel. All righty, everybody, make smart financial decisions. And if Sid was here, she would say every day at the end of that. So I had smart financial decisions every day. Thanks. Appreciate all your support. Love you guys. Bye.